Gannon.
What?
Want to
Gannon.
take a look, Ipin?
Yes, please. I want to see what you guys
To
are talking
quote
about.
Gannon just a few seconds ago, shit is whack, yo.
I didn't say that.
That wasn't Gannon.
That was
That
not
was
shit.
Vadim.
Is what? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was shit's fuck you.
Ipin puts the goggles on. She doesn't see anything.
Am I looking towards the body?
Yeah. You don't see the spiral.
I don't know what the hell you two are on about.
What? I'll take the goggles back.
You put them on. You are able to see the
Yes.
spiral.
Doom holds his hand out.
I'll take them off and pass the goggles to Vadim.
Vadim, you have both dark vision and low light, correct?
Yes. For a moment, though, as Vadim switches goggles that he's wearing, he turns his back to the rest of the group.
You look outwards, do you?
No, once he has the other goggles on, he turns back.
Oh, okay. You turn away, then you go back, then you turn back.
Yeah.
Okay. What you see is something very strange due to your very special eyes. You just found your brand.
Oh.
You don't see the ever spiraling circle. You do notice the tentacles.
What?
There are tentacles all around the body. It looks like they are moving around and undulating around her.
Spiral, what the hell are you talking about? Vadim kind of moves a little bit closer and kind of starts leaning from side to side, looking at it from different angles.
Yeah, they look like shadowy tentacles of inky blackness and... Ugh.
Knowledge planes?
There you go.
I figured it had to be something more than Arcana for this shit. Welp.
What knowledge?
You have a basic understanding, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is a representation of Narthalep.
This
Suddenly we need
place is tainted.
Now... Oh, wait a minute. You put the glasses on while you were turned away, correct?
Yes,
Put
and
the
then I
goggles
turned
on?
back around.
Well, when you put the goggles on while you were turned away,
Uh-huh.
the entire skyline turned purple. There were holes all in the air with tentacles. And there are tentacles all around you. Then the sky is purple.
Welcome to Japan.
One moment.
I was going to say, welcome in your worst nightmare. You are
Okay.
now the-
When Ipin actually put the goggles on and she was looking at the circle, there was no circle. When she looked away and started looking around, the sky that was normally blue had turned purple. But she didn't think anything of it due to the purple sun. Maybe she was just concentrating on the purple sun without looking at the sky. What is that? What is that, Vadim?
I was making my own personal fortitude save.
Okay, you make it.
I know.
You're just like, well, that would have been a will save.
Well, they came out to the same modifier, so...
Okay, cool. You're able to keep your shit together, bitch.
Yeah.
Now, I'm surprised no one's handed the goggles over to Raggy.
Raggy.
Well, Vadim right now is currently like knelt down with just
Focused.
like trying to. I don't. What?
What do you see?
Sky is torn. Things are coming through. Just reaching. He points to where the body is laying. He says they're coming out of the roof there. They're in the sky. Vadim doesn't even bother turning around this time. He's just like shell-shocked. And he just goes to switch his goggles again. And do you catch a brief flash of weirdness in that most fetchlings' eyes are yellow, his are red. You see that for a moment before he gets his darkened goggles back on. And then he just holds them back out to Gannon, and he's just hands them off and walks away. And just kind of sits down.
I'm when I take the goggles back and before he's able to turn around, I'm just going to be staring at his eyes the whole time since I'm standing right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Does not seem to notice.
Hey, does Raggy do anything?
Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna ask Vadim if he's eaten any mushrooms lately.
No.
And then I'll shrug.
I rather wish I had.
I'm taking it a bit more seriously. And then I'm gonna motion to the goggles. I'll stick my hand out.
I'm going to want these back.
Okay, I won't eat them.
And I'll just drop them in his hand.
And I'll just stick them up to my eyes and have a look around.
The sky is normal. The sun is normal. There is no circle. There is no body. There is no group. What you do see in the body's stead, though, is a giant moth.
Any particular type of moth?
No.
Lunar moth.
Okay.
Like it, like the sky has darkened, but the moth glows in the middle of the roof, rather large. I would have to say about gargantuan size for a moth.
Okay, I will make a little shrug with my mouth, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, where you just, and I'll say, and I'll, not approach, but face his head and say hi to the moth.
You guys notice it
Ipin
saying
looks-
hello to open air.
Ipin.
404, but deep psyche not found. The moth looks down at you. You can see me, mortal.
Yeah.
Question. Because the goggles only affect the eyes, shouldn't we hear the voice too?
Nope.
Well, can you speak insect?
He's got a point. Can you talk to insects?
Also, do you do as much drugs as Raggy?
No and no.
That's a secondary point. You can see me, mortal.
Yeah, I suppose I can. Hi, I'm Raggy.
Not many can see into the dead realm.
No? Well, most of my family are dead, so perhaps I have uh, an interest in it.
Do you have a relation to Vrakmor? He's a little guy that lives in a graveyard not far from here.
I do. Okay.
Not quite as fluffy.
What?
Mackenzie's picture. Not quite as fluffy.
Ragmore, you say? Um, a relation. I'm repeating everything so that the party can hear it, even if I don't think they're, even if I can't see them, I'm going to assume they're there. So, so tell me, what is my relation to Ragmore, Mr. Giant Moth? Or what shall I call you?
I am Victron. I am the brother to the goddess you know as Desna.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Victron, brother of the goddess Dresna.
Desna.
Desna.
Knowledge religion checks.
Yeah, that's not going to happen for me.
Do I hear him say that?
He's saying it out loud. He said that.
Yeah, he's saying, he's repeating everything out loud. Reboot complete.
I'm going to give a little bow. Should I title you an honorific as the brother of a goddess?
I am technically dead, as you will say.
Well,
And wait. Ipin, you know the name Victor by knowing the holy text of Desna. He is the older brother of Desna. But at some point during the last 2,000 years, he vanished from the face of the earth. Most of his cults, if you will, not widespread religion, but most of his cults had disappeared overnight. It's kind of weird. They worshipped a spiraling pattern, as you can recall. And the funny thing is, he is a neutral god. But from what you can remember from the stories, there is actually speculation that Desna killed her own brother. His portfolio doesn't have one. Never did. He is the god of nothing.
Victor?
Victor.
Would I know at least this now?
Help me.
You would know Desna, yes. You would know her as the...
Goddess of that.
No!
Nope.
Raggy, he's been disappeared for
She
many
is the
years.
goddess of dreams, stars, travelers, and luck.
There you go.
Oh, so the religion around here.
Yeah. And her symbol is the butterfly.
yeah. So, well, death is one state of being. Is it a state that you're happy with, though?
I do not know. I do not know where I am. But
Well-
I can travel. I have seen this world multiple times. My sister, she grows well. I am happy. You can see me. How so? What has happened in my absence?
Well, I can't tell you all that has happened in your absence, or why I can see you, other than maybe I have a connection with death. I can tell you where I am, and maybe you are here too. And I'll say that I'm in the town, whatever,
Sam.
Sandpoint, and that we just found a body on the roof. But when I look through these glasses, I see you instead of the body.
He gives a quirked brow.
Huh.
Sand.
Antenna?
What town do you speak of? There is no town here. You actually look around, and you don't see a town. You see open fields, forests, and ocean.
I'll say there is a town here. It is just not perceivable.
Ah. May I ask you a question, young one?
You may ask me more than one.
Do you follow a deity?
Yes. I think, given that deities exist, it is foolish not to offer them some due.
I mean, do you personally follow one?
Do I personally follow one? Not one, no.
I can tell you that I do feel things. My symbol, as he flaps his wings, and you can notice the ever encircling spiral on his wings. Someone desecrates me and my symbol.
Yes. Well, just a few days ago, we found that symbol in different circumstances. And I will mention the skull and the moths and the symbol. The beetles, even. Sorry. Yes, I will. And what happened? And we didn't. I will admit, I didn't at the time understand it, nor do I necessarily understand now. Nor do I understand why this place is in two places at the same time, because I can sense no magic here.
My time grows short. I have been here for too long. Young one, can I ask of you a favor?
I will. You may, of course, ask, and I will try to deliver, but only to the extent of my ability. I am, after all, only a mortal.
I am about to pass from existence, as the last person that followed me is about to die within his bed. But that means that I am able to come back from this world. Soon as I pass, you will no longer be here, mortal. But
Do
you
you-
will carry something of me.
Do you wish?
As he flaps his wings, and in your hands appears an orb.
What? Sorry.
An orb. Suddenly,
Okay.
a pink orb appears in Raggy's hands.
Okay. Do you? If your last worshipper is to pass, and that means you will pass too. Do you want to stay?
I do not wish to stay in this form, this world. If at all, when that comes to being, raise it well. And you can feel it smile as a loud crack of thunder hits it. And lightning bursts it into flames. Thunder roars. And it lies down where the woman's body was.
God fucking.
And perfect timing. And pretty much everything that you were seeing disappears. And you are just looking at the normal scene once more. The dead woman, the purple sun, and everyone is around you. But there is an orb in your hand.
Okay, I'll hand the goggles back. First of all, and blink a little bit, and say, guys, I think we're all seeing something slightly different. And I'm not sure if I just picked up a new deity or not.
What were you?
You said.
You
Could-
said
could-
you were talking to.
Yeah.
Desna's brother?
I'm gonna scratch my hair.
You are unable to recall the name.
I was.
in that-
I was paying attention to what he was saying
Yeah.
earlier.
You are unable to recall the name of Desna's brother.
Everybody?
Everyone.
Yeah, I tried to. I mean, did you hear me speak? I hoped you could hear me.
Yeah, we heard you.
I heard you speak. I just mentioned it.
Well, I kind of spoke in a certain way so you could. I mean, what I saw was a different world. It was someplace else anyway, under a different sun. Forest and plains and there was Desna's brother. He seemed to want to pass on, and this symbol is his. He says his last worshipper will pass soon, and that he will be non-existent after that.
What symbol? The thing in your hand or the spiral that we've been seeing?
The spiral that we dealt with before, and we were looking into, apparently that's, or he believes that's his symbol, and that he has been violated recently in this place, but he didn't know where this place was.
Raggy feels a warmth in his hands.
I will wrap the. Okay. If I've got. If I had some towelin, I would wrap the orb into some towelin. If that makes sense. But I don't know what I've got.
You feel very motherly towards it.
There you go. In that case,
Your
I'll.
his hand doing anything?
It has it's like pulsating glow. Like it's glowing, then it's not. Then it's glowing, then it's not.
Right. Tell you what, I'm gonna put on the goggles and try to look at it.
Looks like a normal egg to you. Wait, what?
That is an egg.
Ipin holds out her hand again. What egg?
The orb in his hand.
And
It's pulsing.
you remember the orb. Like you remember the orb, but you remember how small it was. But now you're looking at it, and it's not massive. It's like it just looks a bit bigger than what it was. And it's actually
And I-
shaped like an egg, not an orb.
Has anyone got any bacon?
I'm gonna make a.
No.
I just made a religion check to check about my knowledge on
The
how
monastery.
how the god dies, and if I know
Monast-
anything about the death of gods.
The monastery that you grew up at just did not teach about the death of gods. It only taught about the worship of gods and making them better.
All right.
Amen.
So I don't know if the act of
By the way,
fate
Douglas,
kill.
Yes.
at the thought of cooking the egg with bacon, you get a sharp pain in your head.
I was joking. I'm
I'm
not
gonna lift
eating
up-
this. I'm not eating this egg.
I'm gonna lift up the goggles real quick.
Orb.
Goggles back down.
Egg.
Okay.
Can I?
These goggles on, I can see it as an egg.
Huh. Well, the guy whose name I specifically don't remember. No, that's not. No. The brother. I think he meant to. I can only describe it as he hinted at reincarnation.
So you believe the gods actually gave you their reincarnated body that's gonna hatch soon?
You think the
I
essence of a god?
I don't necessarily believe anything. I'm just saying what I heard. So I would describe that as a possibility. But when you are dealing with gods and these things, can you really be sure of anything?
By the way, you guys are currently looking at each other talking, right?
Yeah.
You notice a bit of movement at the corner of your eye towards the body.
Looks towards it.
I look.
It's floating.
That's not a good sign.
And then it sort of stands up floating instead of laying down floating.
I'm gonna grab my bow.
The head lolls to the side and the eyes open to blackness.
Hello, I'm Raggy.
Get out of here. Oh my god.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Miss.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Hair. Just kidding.
Did-
That's not.
Oscar remembers that her tongue was cut out. I'm trying my best to sound like someone with a tongue cut out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Would you like to write something down? I'm sure someone here can read.
You got a chalk?
Does anyone have a working pair of hands?
Yeah.
Hi.
Is anyone here a spiritualist that can get possessed?
Everybody look at Vadim.
Yeah.
Looks toward Vadim.
I saw tentacles in the sky, man.
Well,
It's okay, Vadim, it's okay. You're only gonna be raped a little. Not much, just a little.
All right.
well, buckle your seatbelt, cause this is gonna get weird.
Oh, alright.
Oh, welcome to the theater.
Vadim, I would like you
Yes.
to make a will save.
Welp.
What all?
Well, this is going to be a bit more painful for you than it was going to be before, if you had passed. The body quickly moves behind Vadim, and tentacles appear out of the cavity and wrap around his arms, his neck, and one spiritualizes into the back of his head.
Ethan like cringes a bit.
This is very uncomfortable for Vadim. He wonders why the hell did he go into this line of work.
Player don't choose the game, dog.
Would you like some? Would you like some natural painkillers?
Probably gonna need them later.
As you, you can hear this in your head, and thus you can repeat it. Help!
Help.
Lady, I hate to break
Shut
it.
up, blue balls.
Help.
Well, somebody's gonna have to tell.
Are talking.
Somebody's gonna have to break the news that she's.
Oh
dead.
my god.
Do you repeat what? Are you going to repeat it out loud, or?
Oh, was I supposed to? I mean, I don't.
Well, if it's in your...
I wasn't sure if he was going to do it out loud or like start typing it. I don't know.
Well, the typing would take too long.
Yeah.
No. Basically, everything I say comes out of Vadim's mouth and Vadim's voice.
Yeah.
He's like, it looks like he's a control, but he can like, it's the.
Help how?
Find killer heart. Take.
Who is killer?
Some finds whoever killed you
Ha.
and take your heart.
Ha.
What?
Oh man. When Douglas asked who is killer, I just thought of a game.
Killer is dead.
I don't get it.
It's a game.
Suda 51 game.
It's fucking weird.
Okay.
Suda 51 is fucking weird.
I'm pretty sure it's obvious.
You don't trust your own fucking eyes?
So what I'm gonna do is make sure that nobody interfere. Just in case somebody say, just because of the elf, somebody tried to grab him and slap the shit out of him.
I'm a bit too creeped out to
What do
do
you-
that, so...
What do you
Just in
remember?
case.
You. Mark of death. And the tattoo whispers, whatever it says, I'm not here.
But that you.
You. God. Death. Looks at Raggy.
I am the god of death?
You feel a tentacle smack you upside the head.
I don't understand. We find killer? Who is killer?
Killer is death.
Killer, so death killed you?
Or maybe the killer is already dead.
What
I'm
do
dead
you
if you-
remember?
Killer walks death.
The killer walks with death.
Killer walks
You
dead.
don't.
that came out very clear for her.
Yep.
As she kind of lowers her arms, looks at Raggy, and like gives a corked brow.
Okay. Where?
And
You
Vadim-
don't think it could
wait,
be?
Vadim gets a question in his head. How do you deal with these people?
Lots of weed.
I haven't quite decided yet.
You feel the tentacles go lower.
Oh.
Nah,
I'm not that evil.
nah, bro. I'm throwing flag on the play.
Red flag. Nope.
Well, does the person who realized who the ring belongs to want to ask some... Oh, no, that was Vadim. Do you want to ask some questions, Vadim?
I don't think I'm really in any condition to right
I
now,
don't-
but thank you.
You're making me want to push you off this roof again.
Raggy falls back first, going, "My baby."
Matter of fact,
Okay. No,
So the
well,
killer.
I don't think that...
Walks dead. Dead. D-E-D. Dead.
D did.
In other words, undead.
Oh shit.
Walks human. Dead. Unseen. Feasts. On. Dead.
So it's
So
an
this is a goblin.
unseen
You think?
killer.
Can't be the goblin.
I think a tentacle's gonna smack on your head now, Ipin.
Why? Ivan looks towards Oscar, shooting him a glare.
The same question appears in Vadim's mind.
If it wanted to snack upon me, I'm sure I probably would have already been snacked upon. But
I. Vampire. Douglas, stop
scratching?
masturbating.
Well, if... I didn't know that rubbing my mic on my finger was masturbating, but if there's a new technique that works, I'm willing to give it a go.
oh my god! Wow.